What happened there? Did our TV have a past life experience?
A technical
What the
life.
heck was that? Wow. I'm assuming my camera is unplugged. Camera 1. Ah, okay, good. So this
If it's
watching.
unplugged, does that mean you're going to start singing?
Yes. 343-3130 is the number. I know I heard the phone ringing several times, so we can start getting back to you. And if you'd like to give us a call, please do so. 343-3130 with your questions or comments. If people want to get in touch with you and want to have learn more about past life regression, I have the number on my website, but do you want to give that out now?
Well, actually, you know what I'd suggest? I do teach classes out at Mountain, Massachusetts. And there's one this spring. It's in their like continuing ed catalog. And it's a half-day class. And I think it's the most, it's the easiest way to do this because I do a group. I have 15, 20 people. And so you're just part of a group. It's not intimidating. You're not like, she is a very brave person because if she didn't have a past life, we wouldn't have any past lives to discuss. But when you go with,
No, I think the worst comes to worst, you probably would have done mine, which would have probably been that little old man.
But when you come to a class and you have 15 or 20 people, you feel much more at ease. You're not, you say, okay, well, if I don't have a past life, somebody in this room is going to have to, So it's a very relaxing kind of thing. It's just 2 hours. I think they charge $10, $15. It's relatively cheap. And I just think it's probably the best introduction, because it's a lot of people would like to do it, but it's a little bit intimidating, It's that threshold you have to cross, and commit. Do I really want to know about my past lives?
Well, let's see what our callers have to say. Hi, you're on The Experience.
Yes, hi. Hi, I had a question
Okay.
about being regressed. I wanted to know the subject that was on, and yourself too, you both seem to get really vivid impressions and, were good subjects for that. Are there some people that can't do that? Because I tried to do it as you were going along, and I got some impressions, but everything was real vague. And years ago, I tried to get hypnotized to stop smoking, and I couldn't. So is there hope for somebody that is having a hard time with it?
Oh, yes, yes. In fact, a lot of people, I think the biggest problem a lot of people have is that they think if they don't see something in vivid detail, that they're not doing it right. They think there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. And so you're very hard on yourself. I've had some clients that are so hard on themselves because they don't think they're doing it right. But it turns out each person is totally different about the way they store memories and the way they deal with, decisions. And so I have a lot of people that their minds are totally blank until I ask them the question. And then the answer just pops into their mind.
That's the way I am.
That's right. See, that's the way she is.
She just knew dates and everything, and
I was actually surprised that when you
date
said
popped
1793, I'm like,
39.
39.
Please.
Looking at mine again. God forbid I should say something.
But as
it's my show. I can give you whatever date I want. No.
Yes, sir.
Joke.
But as I'm walking through that hallway, I didn't see anything until Sharon said, "Look down at your feet. Are they big or are they small?" And I had small feet. But I didn't see it until she asked the question.
And I think that's more common than not. In fact, probably only 1 out of maybe 30 or 40 people have a true visual regression. But those people, if you just talk to them, are very visual people to begin with. They're the kind of people, they literally could tell you what they were wearing 3 days ago. Now, and
Could have been this shirt.
should have. I don't know. That's right. So I would not give up on it, and I wouldn't be that hard on yourself.
Okay, so you have some classes coming up in the spring.
Yeah, and I would try the Mount because to me that just seems to be one of the safer places to do it. People seem much more relaxed there.
And do you have access to the internet?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to suggest if you would like more information on that, we will post that information on the website. www.fatv.org/experience and just click on a new link that I will have to create tonight called Coming Events. And that will be listed on there as well as some contact information as well. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks for your call.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Time for another shameless plug. You get 2 a week. 2 a week. Well, 2 a night. Well, 2 every time we show. Yes, I know, you're excited. Sketch Carmen's very, very funny. I've just seen a sneak preview of the show that will be airing tomorrow. It's awesome. It was here. Now my arm cannot reach to the height that it is at. It is definitely worth catching. Catch Sketch Karma. You'll laugh until you stop. Next Thursday, Herbal and Massage Therapy. Renee from the Victorian Herb Shop will be here. The 16th of December, UFOs Around New England with a representative of MUFON. And also December 23rd, that live via satellite interview with Santa Claus. Moms, dads, if you've got kids who would like to email Santa a letter, just have them put Santa in the subject box and email it to the Experience at FATV, well, not the Experience, but at experience at FATV.org, and we will have Santa Claus via satellite address those letters. And our weekly poll, anonymous audience participation online poll. As we approach the year 2000, what do you think will happen with the Y2K concerns? You have the following choices: nothing, minor inconveniences, major disasters, military conflicts, the second coming of Christ, world peace, or other. You can enter your comments, and then we will have those results next week, and you can participate in that poll by going to the website www.fatv.org/experience. What else stood out? I mean, you have done. How many have you had altogether?
Altogether, this would be my 5th. This is my 3rd with
Were they
Sharon.
all the same? Or did you ever have any repeats, or every time were you ready?
No repeats.
So
no repeats.
How I understand it is how we store our information and memory. It comes out when your subconscious is ready for you, or when your subconscious feels you are ready to learn more about that particular events of the life. Like sailing, you're afraid of water. Maybe it's telling you it's about time that this is why. And I don't know what some of your others were, but I wonder if the way that the order in which they came, that if that helps. Like, why did you have this one now and not earlier?
I don't know, because I've always had that fear of water and wondering why. And years ago, thinking, well, it must be a past life. Let's fix it. And I went to Sharon. I said, "This is who I think I am."
That's right.
Although it was very different than what I imagined consciously, than it was tonight. And I ended up being an Eskimo in the middle of the ice fields in Alaska. And
see, and I use that life as an example when I teach my class, because to me, you came in and you had these very strong feelings about the kind of lives you would have lived. And we had this big discussion, and all of a sudden, she's an Eskimo. And I remember when you came out of it, you kept going, Eskimo.
Eskimo.
Why am I an Eskimo? And again, I think, if you were going to sit down and you were going to make up this story, you would not have made up Eskimo.
No.
And in fact, I liked the way you died. I didn't like the way you died in that. But
how did you die in it? How did she die in it?
I slipped into the ice. I slipped into the water and just froze to death.
And the thing is, in that lifetime, you knew that whoever you loved was dead because they didn't come back. You never saw them die because they would just go off and you'd never see them.
And when Sharon asked me about my father before, during the regression, I don't know. He's just gone.
That's right. I remember you saying that.
He's just gone. And then after realizing I was sliding into the water, Sharon asked me, "What are you thinking about?" And I said, "I'm thinking about my son and my mother. And they're going on with their lives as if nothing has happened because they don't know what's happening to me."